Hello and welcome today to Beyond Your Book. I am absolutely thrilled because we've got the amazing Dee Blick here to discuss 5 points about being a successful author, including marketing, making sure you've got a marketing plan, your book launch, PR, public speaking, and of course, being social. So good day, Dee.
Good day, Brenda. And shall I share a little bit about my background as an author
Yeah,
before?
I was just about to ask you to
Yeah,
tell us who you are, what you do, and why you're here helping authors with their book journey.
yeah. I mean, first of all, it's great to be working with you on this initiative. I think you're an amazing brand and you're actually really fulfilling a need at the moment for businesses and for individuals, whether business or not, to take their ideas and bring them into book form and go to market so they can really stand out as being key influencers in their field or passionate about their field or expert, sometimes a whole combination. Very briefly about me, I love writing and I've managed over the last, I think it's 11 years now, to have written 4 books. For 2 of them, well, no, for 3 of them, they've had #1 best-selling status. And by that, I mean they've been #1 in Amazon in their category, not just for a day, a week, but for 2 of them for several years. And I've had a publishing deal in China. And also I had a publishing deal from Wiley, the biggest business book publisher in the world. So hopefully I know how to write books and get them to #1. But the other side of me is I'm a marketer. And so I'm passionate about marketing, whether we're marketing automotive products or trade credit insurance, or in this case, books, because it's absolutely crucial that no matter how good the book, if you don't have a robust marketing plan to support it, it can still go to the bottom of the pile. And we don't want that. We just don't want that, which is why it's great to be sharing with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's dive into #1, all about the importance of having a marketing plan. So tell us about that and what should we include in our marketing plan?
Okay, thanks for that. I think when I mention the word marketing plan, it tends to freeze authors. And as you know, I've spoken at many events for authors, and there's that fear in the eyes of, I only ever wanted to write a book. I didn't know there would be other things I'd have to do to actually get it recognized. And my comment to that is usually, you've slaved, you've sweated over this great book. Why are you now letting it really, calling it forth into obscurity? So doing marketing, you don't have to be a marketing professional to market your book effectively. A lot of it is about knowing the right tricks and tools, which is what I'm looking forward to sharing with you, I think, in this video and over the coming months with book Brilliance Publishing authors. Key elements of a plan. Why? Well, you have to know who you want to reach. You're not trying to get everybody in the whole world to buy your book. You're trying to get the people that you believe will be genuinely interested in either reading your story or learning from you or applying your tips to their lifestyle, to their business. So it pays to really ask the key question of your plan. You can scribble it down on one page. Who do I want to reach with this book? And these are fundamentally your core readers. So write down the type of readers they are. For me, with my books, it's always been small business owners. So I'm really enticed by reaching out to SMEs from all sectors. So again, I write that down, not just business to business, but it could be manufacturing, also some consumer businesses. So write down, who do I want to reach and why? You need to buy into this. You have to know why you want to target these people. You're then going to ask, where am I going to find them? This is absolutely crucial. You need to know where they hang out. Now, again, for me, that was pretty straightforward. I could look at networking events. I could look at forums. I could look at magazines. Yeah. But fundamentally, I had to understand where my audience was hanging out, because I've got to know where I reach them. You've then got to say, what am I going to say to them? Now, this is really important. You can't just go, hello, I've got a book. You've got to be able to sell the sizzle and the substance. So you've got to write down the messages, the core messages as to why these people should be buying your book, clutching it to their chest, reading it, then recommending it to like-minded friends, business people, influencers, and so on. So get those messages written down, because if you don't know why they should be buying your book beyond the fact that you're passionate about what you do. Again, the subsequent press releases, the subsequent talks they'll be thin. They will lack substance because you don't have that gravitas. So you're looking at, who do I want to reach? Why? Where do I find them? What are the messages that I'm going to carry to them? I'd also say, align your messages to the current state of affairs that we are in. I'm finding that as a marketer now that I am busier than I've ever been, simply because I'm looking at what my clients do and saying, okay, how's the pandemic affecting the demand for their products or services? Likewise, your book is a product. It's your baby. You don't see it like that, but to the outside world, it's a product. Either a product that's going to entertain people or inform them, empower them, inspire them, or that they can learn from. So you need to be really clear what's going on at the moment that's going to impact on the demand for my book. And it might be, for example, if you're writing a book on stress, on well-being, on meditation, on good living, there's never been a better time for you to have this book. So it's important that you align yourself with what's going on around you so you can have real resonance and your messages can have real impact, because they're not only valuable, they're so recognized as being, my goodness, I need that book now. And then finally, the final aspect of your plan that I want to talk about today is you then need to think, okay, what are the tools that I need to create to take my book idea to bring my plan into reality? Now, by this, I mean simple things like reviews, like printed benefit sheets about your book, like blogs about your book, like emails that you're going to write to people. You're going to have a whole suite of simple tools that you need to create to have gravitas, and you're going to need to think the sequence through. Okay, if I'm going to do one email, really, I should be doing three emails. I should be going on LinkedIn. Gosh, I've had some great reviews coming in, or I'm going to plan that when those great reviews come in, I'm going to have review sheets. For me, I had printed sheets that showed the picture of the book, that had what people were saying before the book was launched, things like, I've read the beginning, it's amazing, or Dee is this kind of author, I know that this book will have real impact with small businesses, will really help them. So you really need to think about the small communication toolkit that you need to take this marketing plan and make it a reality, because you're not just going to be picking up the phone and saying, hello, I've got a book coming out, will you buy it? So that's fundamentally, I know I've covered in probably about 5 minutes, the marketing plan. There's obviously so much more than that, but really the purpose today is to sort of carry the message that you do need a plan. No matter how fantastic your book is, no matter how well edited, how well crafted, how well illustrated, how gorgeous the cover is, you've got to take that product, as every producer of products has to do, and you've got to shine a spotlight on it. Really talking to the people that have got the greatest need to either buy it and read it or recommend it, the influencers. So I hope that that has helped. I think what I find when I speak to authors, and it really kind of upsets me on a level that they haven't done any of this simple stuff because they think, well, marketing's too complex. You can answer those questions. If you're good enough to write a book, you are more than good enough to put your marketing plan together.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for that. You know, and as someone who's had 25 years of experience in education, you can't run a school, you can't run classrooms and lessons without plans. So planning for me is key to everything. You know, so I know you plan for your business, certainly Book Brilliance Publishing plans, and then what planning does is keeps you focused, and it allows you to drive your message forward and help you to build momentum.